Welcome to Spotlight. I'm your host, Amitha. Join me weekly to get inspired by successful stories from guests and by transformational events. Today, I'm excited to be talking to a prominent Indo-Canadian female community leader who will be revealing details of the upcoming, much-anticipated annual signature event, which honors regional, national, and international success stories of some of today's most prolific South Asians. It is the Anokhi Awards 2017. It is my pleasure to welcome to our show the founder, CEO, and president of Anokhi Media and of the Open Chess brand, Ms. Raj Girn. Raj, it's nice to have you back to our show.
Thank you so much for having me, Amitha. I'm very excited to be here again after our magnificent chat last time.
Yes, love it. And we are excited to find out about the awards that's upcoming. But for the benefit of our first-time viewers, tell us a little bit about Anokhi Media and what it offers.
Well, basically, Amitha, I launched Anokhi Media back in 2002, more basically out of frustration that at that time at least, media was very, very kind of inclusive and segregated. So you would have the mainstream media that would not talk about anything cultural. And then you had the cultural media that focused only on the cultural ethnic components. I found that, as a woman that identified with both and, grew up as a proud South Asian, but born and brought up in England, in the West, I felt both parts of my identity were equally important to me. But there wasn't really a media platform at that time that was really kind of, representing people like me, right? Mm-hmm. So, I was equally, interested in Bollywood and Hollywood, and equally loved wearing like, a sari and a pair of jeans, or having my dal and roti, or going and having my, pizza and fries. And kind of that, importance being so equal across both sides, of the culture was something that I wanted to represent. And that's really what, Anokhi came about from. It's the reason why I decided to call the brand, Anokhi, which in Hindi means unique or different. Really, allowing us to have a platform that truly identified kind of that cross-cultural identification of who we are as a community in the West.
Mm-hmm. Very well. So that's amazing. I love the fact that it's unique and it blends, it's all inclusive. So what kind of services are offered through Anokhi? I mean, it's a known brand, but again, for the first-time viewers, what is offered through Anokhi?
Well, over the course of the last 14 years that we've been in existence, we've gone from being a quarterly print magazine to doing annual awards, to launching a coffee table book that is inspired by the success stories of our community, and then launching it during the award show, which is what we do. We also then went fully digital, mobile, and online back in 2015. And really, it was from the demand of the community. Communications and how people like to consume and share and engage in content changed from traditional, means to wanting to have content quickly in real time on the go. So our particular segment being predominantly, millennials, Gen Y, and, people like you and myself, Gen X, and being very much kind of from that East meets West, identification, we felt that we needed to reevaluate and pivot the company back in 2015, which is what we did. It took us about a year to do that, putting everything online, making sure that everything that we do is very easily accessible and distributed in ways that kind of make sense for, our demographic. We decided that we were going to put content out that was relevant to their lives, but was accessible in, as part of their kind of daily lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So, AnokhiMedia.com came about, AnokhiAwards.com, was launched just recently. At the beginning of this year, 2017, we launched a lifestyle boutique event series called the Anokhi Prestige Experience, or TAPE, TAPE. Mm-hmm. And that particular enterprise, is really kind of about engaging in panel discussions, in keynote speeches and demonstrations. And it's kind of like a day for us to, be women. So that particular, and that's all the information there, of course, is also on anokhiprestige.com. And then we have our extensive blog. The Anokhi magazine has gone online as well. So we have monthly editions of that. And then we also have 3 YouTube channels, video series. We've got Pulse TV, which is entertainment. We've got Spotlight TV, which is lifestyle. And then there is our celebrity and personality chat show, which is something I personally do called Open Chest with myself, of course, Raj Girn. So all of these entities, and we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The community is just really, really engaged. Our content, is constantly going out to provide our community, not just with entertainment, but with education, with discussion points, and of course, making sure that they get their tips and tricks on, really the kinds of things that we want to make sure that we're always abreast of as women and as on-the-go community.
Amazing. A one-stop shop for everyone, and it's about improving yourself, getting to know what the community is doing, and getting inspired by that as well.
Absolutely.
Amazing. So let's get right to the exciting event that's coming up. You mentioned it in passing about the Anokhi Awards. So I understand it's the 10th year, is that right?
It's the 10th year of the annual awards show, so this is
Amazing.
A really important year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Congratulations really goes to our community for the support that we've gotten over the years, that we're, still able annually to do the awards show, and we get kind of the participation of our community that comes out for it, of course. The great thing about this year that I want to share with yourself, Amitha, and of course with your viewers, is that being that it is Canada's 150, this year, and it's really, really interesting, we got the maximum record-breaking nominations of South Asian success stories across Canada. So normally we have, nominations that come in from across Canada, into the States, into England and Europe, and over into Asia, predominantly India. This time, I would say about 80% of our nominations that made it onto the Anokhi list, so that's 30 people out of all the thousands of people that were nominated online, were Canadian success stories. So what does that do? The excitement for me is what that does is it tells me that the Canadian South Asian success story is so indelible, so relevant, so global, that we truly are on the global map as a community that may reside in Canada, but really our reach is international.
So we want to find out more about that. Exciting. But before that, it's time for a short break. Welcome back to Spotlight. We are talking to Ms. Raj Girn about the upcoming Anokhi Awards 2017. So quite interesting how it all came together. Canada's 150th, most of the nominations are Canadians. Let's take a step back. Now tell us about previous years and what the audience experienced at previous years and who they got to see.
It's really interesting, Amitha, because our goal with, our annual award show is not just to have a long drawn-out awards show that, goes on for hours and hours, and it's like award after award after award, because, it can get tiresome. A part of it, of course, is the celebration and the acknowledgement of, success within our community. But the entertainment factor is also really, really important for us, and always has been since year one. So a part and parcel of what we do, and we infuse as part of the 2.5-hour award show, intermittently between all of the awards, we also include live musical performances from performers from different parts of the world, from our community, to kind of showcase the diversity of music and art that is really happening in any given year. The other thing that we do, which I feel is kind of unique to the award show experience, is we also always have a component of it being a fashion runway show. So normally you expect an award show performances, etc., and then fashion is generally a fashion show, is a different event. So we've amalgamated the entire experience to ensure that, consistently throughout the evening, our community is engaged in many, many different ways. And we kind of encompass a 360-degree approach to how we accomplish that. So whether it is celebrating, the regional, national, or international success stories of our community, whether it is showcasing the talents in art, and in performance in our community, or whether it's the glitz and the glam and the fashion component, we put it all together and we give it to you all on that one amazing evening. And that's the reason why we have such an incredible outcome each and every year. It's the calendar highlight, I'm always told by our community. We have people, personalities that fly in from around the world. We've had everyone from Priyanka Chopra to Jay Sean to, to Fulgani and Shane Peacock, you name it, a ton of different personalities across 5 different industries, that we focus on, which are media, glamour, crusader, entertainment, and business. And we also acknowledge 3 different levels of success, because to us, success isn't just a person that everybody knows, because that's kind of like, the ultimate journey of success. But success to me is a very relative term, and it should be celebrated in such a manner. So we have, the most promising people who are just coming out and we feel should be on your radar because they're doing great things. People who've had a really tremendous banner year. So all of a sudden, the trajectory of their career has changed in that year. And then the global stalwarts, people that we all know. So all of these people we bring on our stage throughout the experience to showcase, acknowledge, and celebrate truly how dynamic the global South Asian success story is.
I love it. I love the fact that you provide a platform not to just the established, very established people, but those who are also upcoming. So this gives them an opportunity for exposure. And I can attest to it myself. It's a great venue for networking and growth for anybody who attends the event. So I can totally attest to that, having been at previous year's awards. So it's amazing. So now tell us about what is happening this year, where it's happening, who is going to be there.
Absolutely, and I've been waiting for the moment to share that with you, Amitha. So basically, we have 29 personalities from different parts of Canada, across the globe, who are going to be entertaining us, celebrating with us at the award show. The award show is taking place on Tuesday, November the 28th. Tickets are still available. We have 3 different levels of ticket packages that our community can participate in. The VVIP experience is sold out. The VIP experience is sold out, and we have a few tickets remaining in our general package. The great thing is that all 3 packages get all aspects of the award show experience. So doors open at 6 p.m. on that evening at the Liberty Grand Entertainment Complex in Toronto. From 6 until around 7:40, we have the red carpet experience, and we don't leave our community out of that. It's not kind of in a separate place where you don't kind of get to see what's going on. Whether you're media that's lined up to take your moment, whether it is the public that has taken their time to be a part of the awards show, everybody gets to see who's walking the red carpet. And as I mentioned, 29 incredible personalities will be walking that red carpet. Then we actually step into a different part of the same venue. At 8 o'clock, the awards show begins. Seating is, in 3 different areas, which is the reason we have 3 different packages, basically, for you to participate in. 2.5 hours of everything that I've already mentioned to you. And then at the end of that, around 10:30 to about 1 a.m., We then go into kind of a bit of a dance party kind of situation, the DJs in the house. And it's just, you know, we get to celebrate each other and mix and mingle with all of these incredible personalities that we're also celebrating. So it's a very intimate experience. There's not, you know, thousands and thousands of people there. We deliberately keep it at around 500 to 600 people. So everybody gets a quality experience to be able to mix and mingle together. So some of the people you mentioned who are going to be there, I'm really excited to share this with you.
Me too.
So, first time in Canada, Pakistan's #1 bridal and fashion celebrity designer, Ali Zishan, will be showcasing for the first time. It's his Canadian premiere. It's happening at our awards show. And I don't know if you know anything about this particular designer, but he is avant-garde. He is theatrical. His clothing is so glamorous and royal and ornate. It's very different from, you know, what we did with the designer that we had last year. And we kind of like to change things up for the experience. And the great thing is that he's also agreed, because he knows he has tons of fans in Canada and his clothing isn't available here, he's agreed to do a trunk show at the awards show after this show. So those people who are going to be there are going to get up close and personal time with him and be able to touch, smell, taste, consume his clothing and purchase it there.
Wow.
So it's really brilliant.
Exciting. We want to find out more because there's more to talk about. But before that, it's time for a short break. Welcome back to Spotlight. We are talking to Ms. Raj Girn about the exciting upcoming Anokhi Awards 2017. Wow, that's amazing how the fans can get to get in touch in person with this fashion designer from Pakistan. Who else is going to be there?
Well, Amitha, I'm really, really excited that a couple of, you know, mentors that we all kind of, you know, look up to and have always been kind of, you know, you get this sense of, you know, people who are globally successful to be untouchable. But the great thing at our event is that they are touchable. They're up close and personal. And this year, I'm so happy to share that we have the globally renowned author and speaker, Robin Sharma, who is going to be in attendance during the awards show. And anyone that knows anything about this gentleman, he has changed the way business is done. He motivates, you know, some of the greatest leaders in the world. To have him on our stage is a true testament to just kind of the credibility of our brand and the fact that, you know, our community truly comes out to support. Now, going back a number of years when I first came to Canada in the early 90s, I remember there being this incredible media personality on mainstream TV that had nothing to do with ethnic media or anything to do with kind of selling that story. She just was a media talent. And so she was on mainstream television, Monica Diol.
Wow.
She is going to be attending. She's flying in. Oh, my gosh. She's legendary.
She is legendary.
She's the reason why we do what we do in Canada and why you see so many, you know, people from the South Asian community actually in mainstream and across media in general, because she kind of led the way that this can be a serious career. Right? So I'm really happy that she's also going to be at the awards show. We have some, I mean, we live in the world of social media. We've got some incredible social media superstars that are going to be in attendance. We have the U2 TV duo that will be here.
U2, okay,
yeah.
Yes.
So they're huge right now. They're everywhere. So I'm happy that they have, you know, agreed to attend. We have got Hate Copy, who's has a huge cult following. She's an artist, she's an author, and she's an Instagram superstar. And then we also have another incredible artist, Babu the Painter, also a Instagram superstar. And I'm really happy to share that one of Canada's premier beauty bloggers and Instagram superstars. Saman Munir will also be in attendance. So,
awesome.
So we've covered off the traditional, success stories, the social media superstars. We've got fashion happening. We've got 4 musical artists. UK's Rackstar is coming in, and he's the #1 rapper in the world. In terms of South Asian community. We have Deep Jandu, who has a huge Bhangra Punjabi following, and then we have Ravina, who's considered to be the South Asian Adele, and then we have Millie Soch, who sings in English. So it's just going to be jam-packed.
I love it. Canada celebrating 150th. The awards is celebrating the 10th. And it's nice to have a Canadian, predominance as we're celebrating Canada's 150th. So we all have to be there. Now, you did mention the launch of the coffee table book as well. So tell us a bit more about that.
Absolutely. So we go through a 3-tiered nomination process for people to make it into the Anokhi list. And I mentioned to you the different industries. I mentioned to you the different successes.
Yes.
Out of the thousands of people that nominate, 30 personalities per year make it into the Anokhi list.
Wow.
The Anokhi list is then created into a printed and digital coffee table book. The printed edition of the coffee table book is actually given as our gift to everyone that attends the awards show.
Nice.
So if you're not at the awards show, you can't get a copy of the printed edition of the coffee table book.
I have my book from last year. I'm coming for it this year.
I hope you're going to be there, because it's the only place that you can get it, and it's a part and parcel of the package of celebrating the community that we serve, that supports us.
What an amazing souvenir to take home, and then you learn about it. But again, I have the book from previous years too, and it's inspiring because you can find someone in there that inspires you to follow your dreams as well.
Yes.
So it's quite amazing.
You know, the great thing, Amitha, about this particular book that's different from most coffee table books is this is not just a bunch of profiles that people have researched and written. There are one-on-one interviews exclusively with all 30 of these personalities that you can't get anywhere else. So think about the process, the months it takes to actually put this book together. It really is an incredible, commemoration of the successes of our community. And, AnokhiAwards.com, go there, grab your tickets while they're still there, and you will definitely be one of those people that will have a copy of that to keep forever.
Well, hats off to you and to your team for pulling off this every year, but also pulling off Anokhi Media as a brand with all the different events that you do every single year. And I'm going to be there. You have to be there on Tuesday, November the 28th at Liberty Grand in Toronto. And go to the website, get more information, get your tickets, and be there. Thank you so much, Raj, for coming and talking to us today, not just about the awards, but also inspiring us.
Thank you so much for having me, and I can't wait to see you at the awards show and to also come back and chat with you again soon.
It will be awesome and lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So let's be there at the Anokhi Awards 2017 on Tuesday, November the 28th. Well, that's a wrap for this week's show. Thank you for watching us. Continue to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and write to us at spotlight@ethnicchannels.com. Until next week, this is Amitha signing off, encouraging you to be unique, in other words, Anokhi.